Today we're going to be talking about being lonely on your spiritual path and how it feels to be underappreciated while you're on your spiritual path, because I was just thinking about this, and to be honest, in this world, you don't get rewarded for being a good person. You don't get rewarded for being an honest person. You get the total opposite. And it made me realize how dark this world is, and things are backwards. And I've just always felt like this in my life, because it's like in my friendships, even within my family, I've always felt like I've given more to people. Okay, I've always given more to other people. And I just feel like the same way I pour into people, they don't pour into me like that. And it's really sad, And I just always felt like this in my entire life. And I feel like in my life, nobody has ever wanted to actually genuinely get to know me. And obviously you can have deep conversations with people and stuff, but honestly, even sharing vulnerability with people these days, it's they can show you vulnerability for 1 second, then it's they shut back up again, because this world shuns vulnerability. And it's everybody has their fucking guards up. And I've always felt when I was a liar, when I was mean to people, I had the most friends. And then it's when I was on my spiritual path 5 years ago, it's I lost all my friends. And I just feel for me, being honest, it just I'm just gonna be honest, I just feel it gets me nowhere. And just being my authentic self, I know that I'm doing the right thing and stuff, but honestly, this world is so dark and evil. It's by you being an honest person, it's people hate you more because you're honest, because you are a truthful person, and you just feel underappreciated as a person, and it's just you just keep pouring and pouring into other people. And then it's when I finally learned that, there are times in my life where I have overgive to people that didn't deserve my energy. It's then I have to heal from all the side effects of me giving people my energy. And then it's people are never satisfied, because people are so selfish in this world. And then it's when I stop giving people my time and my energy, they see me as a bad person. What the fuck? So it's either way, it's you don't appreciate me when I give you my time and my energy. Then when I pull back and I protect my energy, it's a problem too, because you don't even care that, oh, what did I do to this person for them to stop talking to me? That's not even what you're worried about. You're worried about, oh, why did I stop talking to you? Because I was an energy source to you. And that's how I felt my whole life. I've always overgave in friendships and to people that didn't deserve my time or my energy. And in the end, I just feel disrespected. And then it's like at the same time, I feel guilty because it's like, am I a bad person? Because, I stopped talking to this person, but it's just like I'm literally mirroring them. I'm mirroring their energy. And it's like when I mirror other people, that's when you realize that they're not giving that much to you as you think. In this whole friendship, this whole relationship was literally just me. Right? When you start mirroring people, that's when you realize like we overextend ourselves sometimes to the wrong people. Literally just mirror that person. Whatever they do, you do. And you'll see and you'll realize that literally you were the entire person carrying that shit the whole time. And it's sad. And it's just like, in this world, I feel like we feel underappreciated. Like when you're like your authentic self and you're like doing the right things, quote unquote, like you're gonna feel underappreciated, as a person in general. But it's like, it's not even egotistical. Wanting to be appreciated is like a natural human desire in this world. And it's just like wanting people to see the real you is like a natural human need in this world, and it's not egotistical, and I feel like, to be honest, like I overgive and I'm underappreciated as a person, and I know that is like my life, and I've had to stop giving my energy to other people because I'm not being appreciated as a person. And it's okay for me to pull back and protect my energy, because we do live in a harsh world. And now I've learned to mirror people energy, because that is the best thing that you can do. And you'll realize how many relationships, how many friendships have been feeding off your energy, and they have never given anything back to you. I don't think I've ever met anybody in my life who has ever wanted to like genuinely know my soul, genuinely care about me. And you could say, oh yeah, your family. Yeah, my family tolerates me. You think if my family wasn't my family, they would like me? No, they wouldn't. My family's against everything that I believe in. They tolerate me because I am their family member, and that's it. And me and my mom have a distorted, toxic relationship, and I've accepted that. So it's just like the way I feel appreciated, honestly, God and the beings on the other side. These are the people that actually care about me. God actually cares about me. My spirit guides actually care about me. That's the only support I feel is from not even humans. It's literally, I feel support from God and from my spirit guides, and that's actually insane. A lot of people feel alone on their spiritual journey because it's like, when you are real in this world, when you're not a people pleaser, you're not appreciated for that shit. You're not. And it's just like, if you really think about it, people who create art, people who are their authentic selves, they're not liked until they fucking die. Most people, you see all these rappers, XXXTentacion, Little Peep, like you see all those fucking rappers, they were hated when they were alive. And then when they fucking died, that's when people fucking appreciated who they fucking were as a fucking person. And I'm making that as an example to show you that when you really get appreciated is when you're not even really there. That's when you leave people's lives. That's when they really care about you. When I stopped being friends with all these toxic bitches, they would randomly text me, oh, hey, Rue, how are you? How are you? Yeah. Because you miss me. You miss all that energy that I was giving to you. And when you pour it into people in such a way that you become unforgettable, that's how you know that you were overextending yourself. You were over giving to these people. There's people in my life that they have never given me the same energy I've given to them. Ever. And they never will. They never will. And they will never even apologize for anything, you know? And I just accepted that there's people in my life that you just have to forgive and accept, and it's one-sided. They're not over here coming to me, and no, you have to accept there's people in your life that are horrible. They're unevolved, and they don't care about anybody but themselves. And you have to accept when you're honest, you don't get no rewards for that. You know why I'm honest? Because that is who I am. That is my soul path. That is my soul truth. It doesn't get me anything. Like me, like I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like I don't have a fucking job. I don't get paid to post on this fucking YouTube channel. I do it because I genuinely just like having a space where I can express myself. And that's it. A lot of people in this world, their main motivation is money or any other beneficial things of ego. And it's just like in this world, appreciation is shallow. Oh, you get appreciated because, oh, you're so fucking beautiful. Oh my God, you're this, you're that. And it's like a person can be fucking famous just because they're attractive. Like, you see how shallow this fucking world is? And then it's like, that's all it takes. Y'all don't think about, oh yeah, this person is attractive, but they're a horrible person in the inside. Nobody thinks about these things. All people see is surface level shit. Because you know why? Nobody wants to look inside. Looking inside is scary. Doing the inner work is scary within yourself. That's why so many people in this world, they're so fake. And they create all these fake lives, these fake relationships. Everything is fake in their life because looking inside to the truth is scary. Many people in the inside are ugly. They're dark and they don't want to see that part of themselves, right? Doing the inner work is very scary. So that's why, like, so many people who are real, who are authentic, you know, who are themselves, they're just hated on and people don't like them because I reject your reality. You know, every time we meet somebody, we're automatically expected to accept their narratives, to accept their falsehood as a person. And when you don't do that, people don't like you, right? You're underappreciated. You overgive to others. Remember to take your power back and mirror people's energy. Stop overgiving. You're not going to get respected because you overgive. You're not going to get loved because you overgive. You're not going to be appreciated because you overgive. And you have to accept that. Being a good person in this world gets you nowhere. You're a good person because that's who you are on the inside. Being a good person, there's no benefit in society. You know what I mean? But on a higher level, you do have benefits to this because it fuels your soul in the long run. But guess what? Lying gets you things in this world. Being deceitful, doing bad things, it gets you things in this world. So I'm trying to show you how dark and evil this world is. So if you feel underappreciated and not loved, remember that God loves you and God appreciates you. And there are beings on the other side that you can't see that appreciate you too. Even if no humans appreciate you, there are beings that appreciate you that you cannot see, but they appreciate you.